Starcasting to you from the City of Angels. Hello everyone, I'm Karis. Thank you so much for being here and listening to the Voice of Astrology podcast. This is your astrology cosmic superpower for the week beginning Sunday, June 30th through Saturday, July 6th, 2024. Let's journey together with astrology and explore how to connect with the stars, the planets, the energies for our new week ahead. Our magical night sky as we move into the month of July brings us, if you're in the northern hemisphere, your latest sunsets. The latest evening twilights are happening around now. Now, even though we had the summer solstice, the longest light of the year, the latest sunsets always come after the summer solstice, despite the fact that the summer solstice brings the longest day. The latest sunsets always come in late June and early July for the northern hemisphere. For Sunday, June 30th, we have the waning crescent moon will lie close to the reddish planet Mars. Now, the lit portion of the moon will point to the red planet. Also nearby, we have the bright planet Jupiter and the Pleiades star cluster. The moon and Mars will rise about 4 hours before sunrise. On July 2nd and 3rd, we have the waning crescent moon is near the delicate Pleiades star cluster. Also, the planets Jupiter and Mars will shine nearby the fiery orange star Aldebaran. It's going to be very close to Jupiter. Now, Aldebaran, that fixed star, is the brightest star in the constellation of Taurus, the bull. On the morning of July 3rd, the moon is next to Jupiter, and the unlit portion of the moon will exhibit a lovely glow called earthshine, which is reflected light from the earth. They will rise a few hours before sunrise. On the 4th of July, the waning crescent moon is hanging low on the horizon. Nearby, you can see the bright planet Jupiter, the fiery orange star Aldebaran, the glittering Pleiades star cluster, and the flashy golden star nearby is called Capella. Capella is a fixed star that has to do with the gift that keeps on giving. The dark portion of the moon will be glowing with the earthshine. That is the reflected light from the earth, and the moon will rise about 2 hours before sunrise. The evening of July 6th has the waxing moon now, and that will float low above the western horizon in the evening twilight. The evening of July 6th now has the waxing moon floating low above the western horizon in the evening twilight with Mercury, the messenger planet, close nearby. Sunday, June 30th, we have the moon entering her exaltation in fixed earth Taurus, ruled by Venus. Now, we are in the last quadrant of the moon's cycle. We are in fourth quarter to new moon time. And when we are in fourth quarter to new moon, this is when the moon is waning, decreasing in light and energy. The waning moon cycle is not the time of things growing. It is the time of planning and strategizing how you want things to increase and grow at the time of the new moon as we build towards full moon. Now, during this decreasing of light cycle of the moon, on Sunday the 30th, we have the moon exalted in Taurus. This is about what you really have an appetite for, what you truly want when the moon is exalted. The moon in Taurus is what you love, Taurus being ruled by Venus. Fixed earth Taurus is what you would like to build and stand the test of time. This is fixed earth Taurus, and Taurus is an economic money sign, how you want your investments to grow, how you want your money to increase. And Taurus is also your talents, what you have that you are born with that is of value. The inner contemplative time of fourth quarter to new moon cycle is going within reaching very deep in your soul as to what you have that is a natural born talent, and then making the plans about how you want to increase on your talent and have it grow and flourish, and take action with your talents at the time of the new moon to full moon. Also on this Sunday, we have the moon in fixed earth Taurus, making a sextile aspect of opportunity to the sun in cardinal water Cancer. Earth and water in astrology are the elements of healing. They're feminine elements, meaning listening to your intuition, what your feelings are telling you, even though it doesn't make sense to the logical mind. The moon sextile the sun as we start off the week is being connected to your emotions, how you truly feel. This is the moon, your emotional body, and how you would like to take action. This is cardinal water Cancer, which ushers us into a new season, a time to get something going in connection to the talents and abilities you have, what you just have the knack for. If you feel like you don't know what this is, then reflect on, during this dark side of the moon time, what you have always been drawn to, what has always captivated and fascinated you. We're naturally drawn to certain things that not only we like and love, but there's a clue there, a message there, as far as what you have this ability, talent for. This time of the moon cycle is not only finding that and reflecting on it, but preparing to heal whatever blocks might be there that has kept you from creating with the natural gifts that you were born with, that you have. The moon sextile the sun, and these signs of the zodiac are quite affectionate and calming and soothing. This is a lot of love. If you've never heard the song by Etta James, Sunday Kind of Love, listen to that song. It expresses perfectly the feel and the energy, the cosmic power, as we are starting off the week. Monday, July 1st, we still have the moon exalted in Taurus, making a conjunction to Mars, a sextile aspect to Venus in Cancer, and a sextile aspect to Saturn in Pisces. These energies are very smooth and diplomatic. Because we are in the wrapping up cycle time of the moon, if you're wanting to finalize a deal, polish off a project, finish something, bringing people together as far as, well, who will be working on the creative project or business project, because we do have the moon sextile Saturn, which is business in Pisces. The cosmic power is not about trying to force a situation or forge ahead. It's not that kind of energy. It's more of an energy of everything is nice and easy, and let's negotiate something, wrap something up where everything and everyone is happy about the way a project and or an agreement is completed. A good example of this energy is that I have a lot of real estate clients wanting to know, will the house sell? Will the deal close? Will the clients be happy with the deal and the negotiations? This is a perfect example of that, where yes, not only does the deal close and everyone's in agreement, but we're all raising a toast and celebrating, happy about the closing and the deal that has been made. Tuesday, July 2nd, we have two major shifts. We've got Neptune stationing retrograde in the sign of Pisces, and also Mercury the messenger enters the sign of fixed fire Leo, ruled by the sun. Neptune stations retrograde in Pisces at 29 degrees. 29 degrees Pisces is the last degree of the last sign of the zodiac. We will never again in our lifetime experience Neptune retrograde in the sign of Pisces. Neptune being a slow-moving outer generational planet that spends a lot of time in one sign of the zodiac, which is how a whole generation changes and advances. The outer generational planets, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, that spend years going through one division or one sign of the zodiac, are how the collective evolves. When Neptune moves into the sign of Aries, which is the sign of the zodiac that comes after Pisces, the last time we had this was during the Civil War, Neptune in Aries. The planet Neptune, at its best, is idealism, spirituality, the dream, the vision for the generations. It's a generational planet. Neptune stationing retrograde at the 29th last degree of the last sign of the zodiac brings in a sense of urgency, a sense of we've got to get this right. We've been doing this literally for years. Neptune in Pisces at its worst are the lies, the deceit, where you have been lied to, where the generations have been lied to. It's conspiracy theory. It's what's really going on behind the scenes. Neptune in Pisces being mystery. What is the reality? What is the truth? So the Neptune retrograde in Pisces at the last degree is going back, it's returning, it's retrograde, meaning it's doing the research to get the facts, the proof, and the truth. The lies, the betrayals, the way the generations have been misled to believe something that had no basis in truth and reality at all. This is the Neptune retrograde in Pisces. Neptune in Pisces, at its best, is the spiritual idealist that believes, because the key words for Pisces are I believe. The spiritual idealist that believes there should be truth and justice for all. What are the spiritual principles that we build a foundation upon and live upon? That's Pisces at its highest, the spiritual idealist. And the negative side of Pisces are the lies and deceit, the mistrust as a foundation and a culture that people live in. Pisces is also duality. It's symbolized by the two fish pulled together, tied together, yet swimming in opposite directions, the tension of the opposites. Merlin in Excalibur said it best. He said, I am your dream, or I am your nightmare. This is the Neptune retrograde in Pisces, which can also play the victim at its lowest. We're not victims. We have the choice. We have the power. It is up to us, the generations. Also on this Tuesday, July 2nd, we have Mercury, the mind, communication, the messenger, entering the sign of Leo, where the sun is at its strongest and shines the brightest. So the light, the illumination, and the will, the heart, Leo ruling over the heart and the will, is this Mercury mind in the sign of Leo, which is what is coming out into the light in your life, in your communication, the way you think, thinking positively. Mercury in Leo at its best is the determination and fortitude to do the right thing, say the right thing, to shine the sunlight on the truth. Wednesday, July 3rd, Mercury's day, we've got Mercury now in Leo making an opposition to Pluto in Aquarius, with the moon now in the sign of mutable air Gemini, ruled by Mercury, making a conjunction to Jupiter in Gemini, and the moon in Gemini also makes a square aspect to Saturn in Pisces. The moon in changeable, adaptable Gemini can be very light in the area of making the changes and adaptations in communication. And also Mercury, the planet of communication, making that opposition to Pluto in Aquarius is the separation, the saying goodbye to certain power struggles, because we're looking at Pluto here, and not wasting precious energy and time on a situation and or a person that it just isn't going to work. Saying goodbye to a situation in your life that was very important to you at the time is this Mercury opposition Pluto. It just isn't worth it any longer. Thursday, July 4th, happy 4th of July. It's Independence Day, and we've got the moon entering the sign of Cancer. So we have the sun and the moon in the sign that rules over the USA. The sun is in Cancer in the United States chart, and we are in what's called the dark balsamic moon phase. We are right before the exact moment of the new moon. The founding fathers chose 13 degrees Cancer, which is where the sun is, as the soul's expression, aligned with a fixed star called Sirius. The sun is the soul's creative expression. Sirius, the dog star, is a fixed star of benevolence, protection. It was of extreme importance to the ancient Egyptians. Every summertime, when the ancient Egyptians would see Sirius rise over the Nile, for them it meant life. Sirius, the dog star rising over the Nile, meant that the Nile would flood with the waters, which was agriculture, life. Also, Sirius, the dog star, flickered with the colors of the rainbow. It was said to be a gateway, a doorway to other dimensions of consciousness. The symbol of the dog is not only loyalty, but an unconditional love. Love and loyalty of our animal companions is certainly connected to this Neptune and Pisces visionary and idealistic goal. Friday, Venus's day, we do have the new moon at 14 degrees Cancer, which is connected to the dog star, Sirius. New moon in Cancer is about what do you care about, what do you truly love, where is your loyalty, where is your heart. The new moon in Cancer is this: you are who you truly are when you feel safe. Who are you, what are you, when you're scared to death, when you're afraid of everything, when you don't trust anything or anyone? Who is the truth of who you are when you feel safe? Cancer being the sign that rules comfort, home, family, privacy, the nurturing mother, of course, the inner child that is receiving all of the primary foundational needs emotionally, psychologically, physically, spiritually. This new moon in Cancer is what's called cazimi, which is in the heart of the sun. So when a planet goes to the heart of the sun, the planet is lit up with the light and consciousness, awareness of the sun. The new moon cycle is about taking the new action. It's in cardinal water, which is Cancer, that leads us into a new season. It's water, which are the emotions. Taking the action to make yourself feel more safe in life emotionally, this is Cancer, the water sign, would be taking the action of who are the people, where are your emotions connected to, where you either feel safe with that person and or group of people, also where you feel safe, where you're with your own emotions, trusting your instincts. This is the moon. Trusting what your body and your emotional body, the moon, is telling you. It doesn't get more up close and personal than the moon. There are areas in life where we do have a say-so, a choice, and where we feel safe or not. The generational planets are different. Again, that's the outer generational collective. But in your private, personal new moon in Cancer, life, home, and family, and the people that are included as family, that you have a choice. Trust your instincts and your emotions, your emotional body, as far as who is allowed into your life because you do feel safe, and who you are not going to allow into your private, personal life because it's not safe. Think about if you've ever had the experience of meeting someone or knowing someone, and just something in your intuition, this is the moon, something in your intuition was just telling you there's something that just doesn't feel right for whatever reason. This is the action of the new moon in Cancer, sun, moon in Cancer, where you're trusting your gut. The moon rules over the stomach, that if there's something that doesn't feel right, doesn't feel safe, this new moon in Cancer in your private personal life is taking the action, journal this if you have to, of who is safe, who doesn't feel safe in your life. It's just like exercising any other kind of muscle. This is exercising the emotional muscle, which is something doesn't feel right. Moon in Cancer, nope, not going to go there. Saturday, we still have the moon in Cancer making a water trine flow to Saturn in Pisces, sextile aspect to Mars in Taurus, moon Venus conjunct in Cancer. How sweet and romantic is that? Then the moon in Cancer makes a sextile aspect to Uranus in Taurus, water trine flow to Neptune in Pisces. This is the fertility, the abundance, the creativity, off the charts with all of this water. Remember, you are truly who you are when you feel safe. After the moon is in Cancer all day, then into the evening, the moon enters party time, Leo. Gotta have some fun. So go and enjoy the rest of the weekend. These aspects this week are really hot. Another thing just to add in before I close, if you've been wanting another baby, this is fertility the whole week as well. I've always been captivated by the words, the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. What has always fascinated me when the founding fathers that pledged their very lives chose the word happiness, believing that you have the right to be happy and do and create and make what makes you happy. Perhaps during this new moon week, you'll think about that a little bit, no matter where you are or maybe on the globe, that being happy and enjoying your life is essential. It's your right. Are there problems in life? Of course, there's always something going on that we have to take care of and deal with. That's just a part of life that never goes away either. But that deep feeling of I'm happy, joy, I'm enjoying my life, I love my life, respect your life. Do that, be happy, and enjoy your life. New moon in Cancer says protect your emotions, protect your boundaries, protect where, who, and what you care about. No one or no thing gets to take your happiness. This is our new moon in Cancer, aligned with Sirius, the dog star. Thank you, everyone. Have a fabulous week. I will see you all in the stars.